guys, this video is long overdue. I did a video a long time ago about the downsides of locks. It was 10 downsides about locks, and someone commented and was saying, you know, I should definitely do a video about the plus side to locks. And then in general, I don't want to make it look like it's all negative, because it really isn't. Because with everything you do, there's always a plus side and there's also always a downside. So yeah, in no particular order, I'm just going to tell you the 10 things, 10 things that well, 10 positive things about having locks. And please feel free to comment below. There might be something that you feel that I missed, but this is 10 things that I personally like about my locks. And if you're just coming to my channel, I've had my locks for 6 years. This July 15th that just went, and I'm not planning on getting rid of them anytime soon. Number 1, versatility. I mean, you can do so much with your hair, down, up. You can do so many elaborate styles that you can do with loose hair. Like, that's one of the main reasons I started my locks, because at first there was a point when I heard about locks or I heard about dreads, I just thought about bongo locks, like just big thick dreads that are just like hanging there. But then, you know, there came a point when I realized, like, wow, there's so much you can do with locks. You can have manicure locks, and you know, there was just so much more to learn. So versatility is definitely one of the plus sides for locks, and one of the main reasons why I personally started my locks. Number 2, I think there's an easier turn around time from when you wash your hair. When I had loose hair and my father would be like, okay, let's go to the mall, I'd be like, oh, Dad, like I couldn't go anywhere when I washed my hair. Knowing what I know now about natural hair, about loose natural hair, and you can do like you wash and go and all these twist outs, braid outs kind of thing, I think I'll be more I know a lot more, so I think it wouldn't be as hard as when I had loose natural hair. But I did not know what to do with my hair, and that's why it was so dry and brittle and always breaking and, you know, not growing. But based on the time I started my locks in 07, it really is an easier turnaround for when I'm washing my hair. I can just wash my hair, and if someone says, okay, let's go, I can either retwist the front very quickly, depending on how much time I have, or just rub upon a hairband and go, or depending how fuzzy it is, just go. And it's just so much easier to me than when I had loose hair. Number 3, it's your own long hair. If you've always wanted long hair, this is your own long hair. It's not the 22-inch Remy, Malaysian, Bohemian, Indian, virgin, all that stuff. This is your own long hair that you didn't buy. This is my hair. Number 4, it's unique. You can stand out. I find I stood out more overseas than since I came out to Barbados, because a lot of people in Barbados have locks. So you can still stand out in your own way, because there are some people who never really do anything with their locks and it's just there. There's people who get their hair styled every 2 weeks. But I think you can be unique in your own way with locks. 5, it's sexy. I mean, shoot. Yeah, enough said. 6, it's much easier to style, because if you have loose hair, despite what I now know about natural hair care, if I want to style my hair and let's say a braid out or a twist out, once you get home then from work, you then have to replait it and put on the mousse and the gel and set it, and in the morning you wake, you have to unravel it again and make sure you have a little oil on your tip so it doesn't frizz. It's just too much. With this, I can just get up and go. I literally just rolled out of bed. I rolled out of bed and my hair is just tied back, like, and I am good to go. So it's definitely easier to take care of, so it saves you a lot of time. 7, you can become a person that someone looks up to. And I'm sure, you know, a lot of people may not like attention, so to speak, but it's not to say that you get a lot of attention, but it feels good when people look to you for advice. They admire, you know, your hard work. So I mean, I don't know how you want to look at it, but I know when I started my locks, there were people I would follow on Naturality and on YouTube, on Fotki, if anybody still uses it. But I would be like, oh my god, what do you use? How did you get your hair like that? I love your hair. Like, I want my hair to look like that. And I remember that's how I kind of became a bit of a product junkie when I first started my locks, which you really want to avoid, because anytime I saw somebody with really nice locks, I would be like, what do you do? Tell me everything you do. Tell me. But now I'm at the point now where people are asking me for advice and for help, and they want their hair to look like mine, and they want to know exactly what I did and what I do to maintain it. And to me, that's a good feeling, because, you know, I love helping people, and I like that someone has recognized my hard work, and I'm not the only person that's in love with my hair. So I think it's a good feeling to have someone to look up to you in that way. 8. You can prove people wrong by setting an example. So this is kind of related to point number 7, because you have, a lot of people still have a stigma about locks. A lot of people think like people with locks don't wash their hair, and they think everyone with locks, their hair smells bad, think you smoke weed or that you deal drugs. So a good thing about it is that you can prove people wrong. 9. It's cheaper compared to the amount of stuff I used to put in my hair. It's so much cheaper. I buy the Eco Styler olive oil gel for $5 Barbados, and then I use water, which come with my tap, and glycerin, which I think costs about $6 in the supermarket, and that lasts me months. Both of them last me months, so that's about $11 worth of products that last me months, and that's the only stuff I use on my hair. And 10, it's amazing to watch the process, and you learn a lot about patience, because as you all know, or you should know by now, if you want locks, you have to be patient. And before I started my locks, I remember my sister told me, if you do not have the patience, and if you want your hair to look super neat all of the time, locks are not for you. And I was like, well, you know what, well, locks are not for me. It's just a journey that it teaches you a lot, and most importantly, it teaches you patience. And I think the end results are so worth it, because 7 years ago, within the 7 years, I should say, I almost gave up. My sister told me, do not give up until you pass the 2-year mark. She had her locks, and then she picked them out, and then she started her locks again. So she was speaking from her own experience. I wanted to cut my hair off, and then even when I got past that point, I was looking up for like lock extensions, because I was like, I just want my hair to grow. And I don't see anything with getting lock extensions, don't get me wrong, but I'm still glad I didn't go with it, because I just love that when somebody asks me, is that your hair? I'm like, yes sir. Like yes, this is my hair. But yeah, whichever journey it is that you take to start your locks, my point will still be valid. Like, it's a process, it's a journey, and you do learn a lot about patience. I guess you learn a lot about yourself and what you can tolerate. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree, disagree, if you want to add any other points. But I just wanted to keep it to a nice crisp 10 points. As I said, I'm not planning on cutting them anytime soon, but I will say sometimes, even when you have mature locks, you still have issues. There are days when my hair keeps me very hot, or my hair just feels heavy and it's just always in the way, or a day sometimes it's really humid and like the gel doesn't want to hold my hair, it just looks fuzzy, and I get frustrated. And then sometimes I see people with like a thick weave, and I'm like, I just want my hair to be laid. So, you know, you do get frustrations, but in combination with the downsides and the upsides, all in all, I love my locks, and this is by far the best decision I've made in my life. Like, not to get all serious with it, but seriously, like, this is one decision that I made that really, I was like, girl, like, high five. But anyways, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Miss Island Spice on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook. Like me, follow me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Far too kind.